Hey everybody. Basically I had a very easy session last time because all I really wanted to do was move my assets folder out of this source assets, and as you can see, that's gone now and into this public assets. Um, and that was simple. It was super simple. Basically, in the Angular JS folder, let me just go over here. So all of these changes, it's like showing massive amounts of changes. They're all just literally just files moving from one folder to other. The only change of significance is this in the Angular.json. Basically, uh, it used to have source assets, and I replaced that with source. With glob this stuff and input public, and basically now, and I in I think in the default basically it'll put fave icons inside of the public folder, but I left it here, and they get rid of this entry. I left it here because I just wanted to remember. So um, I actually that doesn't make sense. So if you hit slash fave icons, I believe, um, it'll show you what's in source. It'll route it that way. Let me see if that's right. Yeah. So I don't know why this means that fave icon is in source fave icon. That is weird. Now I can kind of see why they got rid of it. But like, yeah, in today, if you created a brand new Angular application, this fave icon would be sitting inside the public directory. And so basically, where I used to have a source and then inside of there assets, that's gone now, and I have the public assets uh, directory. And so technically, I think I could move that fave icons into public and delete that entry, and it would work just fine. I just kind of want to leave it there. Actually, I don't know, but I'm just gonna leave it there for now. We'll see what's going on. This is definitely an interest-free tech debt, and um, I don't know. Something in me is just telling me to keep that there. Um, so, so that's that. What's next is so inside of, let's see, let's close that. Open source back up and go into my app and go into my services folder and go in my ThreeJS service. Uh, so this guy lives in here, right? So we call this load, we pass it a path, and then it opens that later. I don't know what this returns. It says it's an any, which is not very useful. I suspect it's a promise. 3JS loader. Let's see, Chat GPT, AI. Um, let's see. Okay, so and then call. Um, let's see. For then I call. Then I execute the loader. What is it? It goes like this: loader load and path and then handler. I'll just say handler. Handler. What does that? What does that return? Question mark. Promise. Let's see if ChatGPT can help. Oh, oh, it says does not return a promise. It said it directly calls the provided handler when the font is loaded successfully. Um, okay, so it just calls it. That is weird. Uh, so if I were to say let a equal and then console log a, I wonder. it's undefined, so it doesn't actually return anything. It just executes it. So self. So it seems to me like, okay, so in this, we create our, okay, we call this function, this load function, and then, oh, duh. Let's try this. Yeah, okay. I called the A in there, which is definitely undefined at that point. Oh, it's still undefined. Okay, so when I call this function, it seems like, okay, this, there's going to be a time, I mean, a race condition here where this is going to take some time, like console log hello. And then if I were to say console log hello, hi, and then go in here. So you see, hello gets executed before hi. So if we try to do anything, so because technically what we're going to want to do is when we actually use this in the actual application, um, we're going to want to do things with this mesh, but we can't do things with this mesh until after it's created. So we're going to have to, since this happens before this, we're going to have to do something to take care of that problem. Um, reject. So it's saying that we should run this. Okay. And a promise yourself. So yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with some way of basically making sure that I don't try to use. What do I need to use though? Okay, I need to use this font. So basically what I need to do is I need to assign, like have a font up here. Font. And I don't really know what the font is. Uh, so it seems like if I do, it might tell us if I do this string. And it says for data font. So it's a font, which I'm guessing then I need to import that font from ThreeJS. So, okay, so I want to be able to use this font, but I don't want to have to use this font like inside of this handler. I want to use it outside the handler. And so there'll be a race condition of when the font is loaded and when the font is available. And that race condition by default, like we'll never lose that race condition the way it's currently architected. But if there's a shift in the architecture in some future iteration, it will break, and it's probably best if we make sure that we don't ever try to load that font until it's ready. And probably promises is the best, simplest way to deal with that. Anyways, happy coding, everybody. We'll see what happens. Bye.